Well, St. Patrick's Day is just 3 days away, and if you're looking for a way to celebrate with food, we are learning how to make a classic Irish breakfast in today's What's for Dinner. And joining me now from the Cook Station in Greenville is Chef Vinny. Thanks so much for stopping in.
No problem. Great to be here.
Yes, we are so excited to learn all about this. So even though this is considered a classic Irish breakfast, you said that you can really have this for any meal of the day.
You really can, because all the components in it. I mean, who doesn't like to eat like an egg during the day sometimes, or a ham, or beans, or tomatoes, you know?
Yeah.
Like the classic Irish breakfast, of course, it's almost like an English breakfast. You kind of have all the food on the plate. It's kind of all deconstructed. You got your beans, tomatoes, your ham. You got your eggs, you got your toast. It's just a big mixture. And the story behind it is that's basically, back in the days, that's what they fed the farmers in the morning. To kind of get them, filled up with food so they have their energy to work out through the whole day. So it's kind of like a big breakfast for the morning.
We just brought up English breakfast, so I wanted to know, what is the difference between an Irish breakfast and an English breakfast? Is there a big one or not really?
I think it's the sausages and the meat sometimes.
Okay, they can be a little
it's
different.
Very, very close though. So they both got the beans and everything, and the tomatoes. They both have like the grilled tomatoes and stuff like that. Because when I was in England, I had it there, and then when I was in Dublin, I had it the same way pretty much. It was pretty close, except with out in Ireland, you do have like the banger sausage. Which is a different
kind
form.
of sausage
Yes.
there. Well, while you flip that egg perfectly, tell me what we need to do for this recipe.
Well, this one here is pretty much, it's more of like what we're doing tonight at our Irish dinner. So it's more, I'm just an appetizer type version I'm doing here. It's kind of like a fancy version, really. So basically what you want to do is you can get any type of bread to use. What we did, we made some nice Irish soda bread, cut it out into a nice little circle here, which we add right here. And then, of course, the topping, pretty much the components that go with an Irish breakfast. What we did, we blended it all together. So we cooked down the tomatoes, the beans, the garlic, and the onions, and we did a nice little puree of it right here.
Oh.
All right. So the puree is actually going to go right onto the toast right here.
How fancy. Also, I feel like this is a great way to maybe sneak in some of those ingredients to your kids if they don't like them.
No, definitely.
They would never know.
Such great flavor, though. It's really
yes,
good flavor.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to check in my little egg here. All right. Doing good, doing good. All right, so now we have that on there, and then we have the banger sausages. And the thing about a lot of people will ask me, like, what's a banger sausage? I'm like, basically, it's back in the early days when meat was scarce, they needed to put a filler in a sausage. Really, they didn't have the meat, so they would take like different things. So basically, they would put different bread-ins or oats in the sausage. So it came up with the name like a banger sausage, and that's kind of like in Scotland. That's why they do a lot of stuff with the haggis, so things like that, because meat was scarce back then.
Gotcha.
So, but it's a really great breakfast sausage, though. So pretty much what I do is I take the sausages, and I have to give a quick shout out to Revival Butchery because they have great banger sausage there.
Oh, good to know. Pro tip
and
there.
So what we do is we grill the sausage, and then we just place the sausage. We slice the sausage, place it right on the mixture right here. All right. And then we have the egg here. Now the good thing is you can use basic eggs, or you can use a quail egg. Quail eggs are very nice to use. They're not that hard to find, actually. You can find them locally a lot of times.
Would that be a smaller egg?
Yes, definitely. It'd be a tiny egg. Definitely tiny egg.
So it would look a little different if you use the quail egg.
Yes, definitely. And just for like a little color here and little sauce on the side here, we got a little herb mixture to add to it over here. So we're just going to put a little bit of that right there. All right.
This one's a fun one to really get creative with the plating.
Yes, yes. You can impress your friends when they come over,
Yes. That's what I'm always trying to do, Vinny.
And then we have some wonderful, you can use any type of mushrooms you really want. We got some nice beech mushrooms here that are growing off of a beech tree, and they're just very flavorful, and you just roast them up, and they're really good.
These look like the cutest little baby mushrooms.
All right, and then I got some nice watercress here, so we're just going to drop some watercress on top, a little watercress on there,
nice.
and then I'm going to throw another beech mushroom on there. There we go, and we have our little mini Irish breakfast here.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
I really feel like you could get that at like an Irish pub. Like that is elite. It looks so good.
You definitely can, but it won't come like that unless, I don't know, it depends what pub you go to.
Okay, you're right. Maybe more of like a little breakfast cafe would have this kind of fancy placement. If anybody's wanting to make this, but maybe have a little bit more, what would you pair this with? Anything else come to mind?
What would I pair with? Everything's kind of in there.
Or maybe just have two of them?
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. You just put 2 by 2, actually, Either that, or if you want, you can actually just scramble a bunch of eggs and put all the eggs around it.
There you go.
You can actually add ham to it if you want to as well. You can add more lettuce to it. as well as that.
Perfect.
So
Lots of
there's
ways to sneak in some
sometimes
extra protein
you can
there.
just sneak all kinds of things in there. This is just a little version that me and my buddy Joe are doing tonight at the dinner tonight at the cook station.
Yes. Well, speaking of the cook station, if you want to try Chef Vinny's cooking for yourself, you can find him there. They offer classes and dinners often, but they do go fast. So if you see a spot, sign up now, or you can always try their new tapas menu at their downstairs cafe. Of course, for today's recipe and past What's for Dinner ideas, you can head to foxcarolina.com. And Chrissy, speaking of